Right. I think everything should be good on my side. Okay, the presentation. Here it is. Awesome. So, first things first, guys, take care with the financial decisions. That's 100% up to you. Fake profiles, again, take care with fake Davids, fake Williams, fake me, or fake. I saw like some other influencers. I mean, not them, but people pretending them to be them like inside our server, like asking for like how their life is and whatever. Just take care, do not give your money out to somebody else. Don't trust the I'll give you $2 if you give me one or something like that. The only two ways you can support the David Tech community is on Patreon, which is patreon.com/davidtech, and of course the website david.tech. Welcome everybody to the 29th edition of the Elite Backtesters Get Together. Next week is going to be a special one since we're also doing like a general review of some months. I'll just mention that in the future because that's a separate topic. If you guys have any question regarding what you're seeing on screen, feel free to interrupt me and address the question. If there is something different that you wish to discuss, maybe you have a suggestion to do, maybe you want to talk about something else regarding crypto, regarding anything else. At the end, we have a open mic session where you can speak directly or use the mic or use the chat. We're also checking this conversation chat and also the general chat as well. Um, if you cannot make it to the microphone, at least through the keyboard, we should be all right. So, topics for today. We have the new March submissions, which is a grand total of 31. I'm really proud because there are so many, and there are actually some of them are pretty active. I mean, they had trades since they were submitted to me, which is amazing. I do have an announcement to make about a new exchange that would like to sponsor another go of Elite Backtesters optimizations. I'll let you guys know. They also have a gift for us, which I will cover that in a couple minutes. And of course, next week, as I promised as of last one, we're going to do a quarterly review. I'll cover that subject as well in the future, in like a couple minutes as well. And of course, at the end, the classic short introduction in case anybody from here has no idea what the league backtesters are, and the, of course, open discussions at the end. Right, without further talking, let's just get into the new March summit. So, the first one, and a couple more in the future from Magenta Sir. Here we have a 30-minute strategy, which actually it's active. It had some trades, I believe, 2 or 3 since it was submitted to me. I believe the 2 wins and 1 loss over here. Excuse the tags, but I didn't have time to like optimize the charts for like better viewing. You have to bear with me on that one. So the Heikenashi C LSAMA, great strategy, pretty old I should imagine, which was put together to the newest boilerplate as well. I believe it was created right around the 4.0 version. The net profit 265%, total close trades a respectable amount of 125. Maybe there should have been a little bit more, but if it works, it works. Win rate above 68%. That means we are in the neighborhood of 2 wins and 1 loss, which pretty much repeats on itself. That's great. And the maximum drawdown of 19.6. You can reduce that if you want to. If you can increase that, that's going to take a hit on the net profit as well, depending on which route you're going to take, a more riskier one or a safer one. On to the next one, again an active one on 30 minutes. It just had like these trades over here, which is like a mix of wins and losses. On 30 minutes on Ethereum, again the Helkinashi C LSMA, 129 net profit percent, 157 total close trades, which is an okay number. Again, definitely should expect a little bit more to be more honest, but if it works, it works. Like, it doesn't care if you're like in a win in a trade like in between like 2 or 3 days. Sorry. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter if you're like in a trade in like 2 or 3 days or so on. It just matters like in the end if the equity curve is reliable and of course profitable. Percentage profitable 63%, just around the 2-to-1 win and loss, which is great, and the maximum drawdown of 12.1, which again you can reduce that or increase that depending if you want to risk a little bit more or less. On to the next one. On 30 minutes, Bitcoin Precision Trend Mastery, one of our newest strategies. I believe it was released some weeks ago. 178%. Total close trades, a better number, 223. Percentage profitable 62, close to 63%. And the maximum drawdown of 11.6%. Again, another active one, just had some wins and losses, right? It was submitted to me, so everything looking good so far. On to the next one, which is an inactive one on year USDT Precision Trend Mastery again. Net profit 682%, total close rates 202. For an 1 hour, you should expect a little bit more trades, but again, if it works, it works. 58% win rate, so in the middle of one win, one loss, or maybe two wins here and there, and the maximum drawdown of pretty high, 40%. You can definitely reduce that, but you're going to take a hit on the profit as well. That's 100% up to you. An active one on Solana. It had this win only since it was submitted to me, and it's on 30 minutes. Precision Trend Mastery again, 659% net profit, 126 total close trades. Win rate is 63, close to 64%, and maximum drawdown of a little high, maybe 33%. Another active one, which had, I believe, these three wins over here. On 30 minutes on Bitcoin, 88%, close to 89% net profit, 122 total close trades, win rate of 63, close to 64%, looking good, and the maximum drawdown of 17.7, looking great so far. On to the next one, which again is an active one, just had these trades over here. On 30 minutes, Bitcoin 136 net profit, 161 total close trades, percentage profitable, which is the win rate 60, close to 61%, and the maximum drawdown of just above 13%. On to the next one, again an active one. I believe it had this win and this loss over here. I'm currently into a new trade over here. On Bitcoin, 30 minutes, 100.6 net profit, 165 total close trades, win rate 55, looking great, and the maximum drawdown of just above 10%. On to the next one. On Bitcoin, 1 hour, the trend one of our most popular strategy, I should imagine. I believe David did a video and a reminder that this one has been a rocking good indicator, the Trendilio, if I believe correctly it's called. So definitely take a look at these strategies based on that. We do have a couple more strategies which are based on Trendilio as well. So yeah, all is looking good so far. Net profit 208, close to 209%. Total close trades 202, a respectable amount considering it's a 1 hour strategy. The win rate is below 50, it's 48.5. So here and there you could see like two losses to one win, but very rare. Overall, it's 1-to-1 pretty much. And maximum drawdown of just above 28, close to 29%. The next one, getting really close to the middle, halfway through. On 30 minutes on Bitcoin, this one is active as well, just had these wins in a row over here. Again, trend net profit 118%, 206 total close trades, looking good so far. Above 50, very close to 52% win rate, and the maximum drawdown of just below 20%. 20 is pretty much a general value that algo traders tend to hunt in. That's like the highest ever that happened, the highest ever drawdown that ever happened using this strategy. You can definitely expect by the sake of like trading and just because it happened again, it happened in the past, it could happen again. So just take care, just because of the appliance of the leverage and the position sizing, you can expect it to go a little higher if you're taking a higher risk. Like for example, if this strategy uses a leverage of 5, so supposedly the maximum drawdown without leverage applied would be a 4%, something like that. If you're going to take something like 20x or 25x, you can definitely expect some sort of liquidation margin. So just take care and do not go like really crazy on the leverage, or depending on the leverage, the margin size as well. Okay, another one which is again active, it had these two wins over here. On trend two again on Bitcoin 30 minutes, 141% net profit, 137 total close trades, win rate of above 62%, which is good, and maximum drawdown of 12.5%, pretty much looking good. This one, I think this one needs a refresh. Trading view is acting weird on me today. Hopefully this one is the only time. Right. So another active one. I believe it had these two wins and maybe this loss again. So definitely two wins and one loss, let's say. Bitcoin 30 minutes, 163% net profit, total close trades 155. The win rate is above 55%, which is great, and the maximum drawdown of 14.5%, rounded up pretty much. This one is another strategy which is active. We had just one win and two losses. So far, so good. It could happen as it happened in the past as well. On 30 minutes, the McGinley trend followers, 445% net profit, 122 total close trades. The win rate is very high on this one, 74, very close to 74%. So definitely a higher than 2-to-1 win to loss aspect ratio. Profit factor, if you're interested in that as well, is very close to 2, and the maximum drawdown of 18.7%. On to the next one, which is an inactive one. You just had these kind of losses in a row, like 3 losses in a row. On Solana, 45 minutes. This one has a crazy margin and leverage applied, I should imagine. 12,505% net profit, total close trades 321. This one is a single day profit as well, so you could definitely try and filter it out a little bit more to like get into like in a margin of like 200 or maybe 300 total close trades. The win rate is very close to 60%. The maximum drawdown a little high, 38%. I should imagine that currently we are facing the highest drawdown ever of the strategy. This could imply that there is something wrong to the strategy, like maybe it's overfitted, maybe pretty much it doesn't like this, the strategy doesn't like this trend over here of the crypto coin on Solana. So pretty much a strategy that you should put through incubation, see what happens whenever this drawdown tends to go away, and just try to pause the strategy or find out what happened to the price, or maybe to the Bitcoin, or like on a larger time frame. For example, go back to like a daily time frame and see what happened between this time over here and maybe like in the future, or maybe it just stopped, and or from now on the equity curve will decide to go back on together to the overall trend. That's something that I do guys recommend you to do. If you're facing some sort of a sideways equity curve, or maybe going down and then go back again to the trend that like you used to, take a few steps back, go to like a 5 hour or maybe 4 hour or maybe like a daily time frame chart, or maybe go to Bitcoin if you're on an altcoin, and just check out what happened exactly like to the period, or what happened inside the period when the drawdown happened, or maybe the sideways of the equity curve. This could help you to maybe pause the bot whenever on a higher time frame, maybe the RSI is below or above some level, or simply just because some news happened as well. News tend to bring in some more extra, let's say, volume, or volume that never happened before, and maybe could screw up a little bit your strategy. Right, on to the next one, which is an inactive one on ADA Cardano on 1 hour, 1,743% net profit, 83 total closed trades, a little low, but if it works, it works. 77% profitable, so above the ratio of 2 to 1, and the maximum drawdown of 15.9%. I guess I'm pretty much halfway through, or already that happened. So on to the next one on Bitcoin, 1 hour inactive. It has been inactive for like a week or something like that. 5,617% net profit, 170 total closed trades. The win rate is very close to 65%. So again, in the margin of 2 wins and 1 loss overall. And the maximum drawdown of pretty high, 37%. On to the next one, which is on Bitcoin on 2 hours. The strategy is Dynamic Precision Scalper by David. Take one of our, let's say, newest strategies, just like a couple of weeks ago released. And the net profit to 1000%, 977.9%, 194 total closed trades, win rate 52%, so like in the middle of 1 win and 1 loss overall, maximum drawdown of just above 21%. You can increase, decrease that depending on your type of risk to reward that you're aiming for. On Bitcoin, next one, 45 minutes, Volatility Vanguard, one of our newest strategies as well. 553% net profit, total close trades 83. The percentage profitable is also looking great, 74, very close to 74%, and the maximum drawdown of 21%. Everything looking good so far. Next one on Bitcoin, 30 minutes, super cycle surge strategy, 35.9, very close to 36% net profit, total close trades 69, a little lower, but I guess if it works, it works. We're going to put that to incubation as well. The win rate is very close to 63%, so very close to a factor of 2 wins and 1 loss overall, and the maximum drawdown of 6%. You can definitely, if you want to increase that, but you're going to also gain a little bit more profit as well, or maybe decrease that depending on what style of trader that you are. Okay, on to the next one on ENJ, 3 hours, 383% net profit, total close trade 257, sorry, win rate is 72%, and the maximum drawdown of 20%. I guess there is some wiggle room to optimization. Maybe you can filter out this period as well, maybe see what happened from here all the way till present, and you can filter that out as well. So this equity curve pretty much needs maybe a little bit more of optimization, but again, if it tends to work in the future, I mean, 383% net profit to the risk of 20% of maximum drawdown overall, that's a respectable amount if you ask me. A respectable ratio, I should imagine, not amount. On to the next one on Ethereum, 30 minutes, squeeze it. One of our, again, very popular strategy that happened, I believe, like 1 year or maybe 1.5 years ago, which is based on the squeeze momentum indicator, one of the most popular, if not the most popular indicator inside TradingView. On again Ethereum, 30 minutes, 713% net profit, 69 total closed trades, win rate 62%, and maximum drawdown of a little high 28%. You can definitely reduce that, but the net profit will take a hit as well. On to the next one. This strategy has been made possible with the help of Botify. You can basically create strategies yourself with some indicators if they are coded in a matter of Botify being able to scan the values of the indicator, and you can pretty much make any indicator into a strategy. This one is on Bitcoin on 4 hours. The net profit is 121%. Total close trade 70. So you can definitely expect like maybe a trade maybe once a week, once 2 weeks or something like that. There are some months that the strategy has been idle as well. So yeah, if you are aiming into the long run, maybe you can consider this one as well. Percentage profitable 70 and a maximum drawdown of 15, very close to 16%. On to the next one. On Bitcoin, 2 hours, again made possible with Spotify. Net profit 58%, total close rate 109, win rate 56%, very close to 57%, and a maximum drawdown of just 3.6%. You can definitely increase that if you want to, and you're also going to gain some more profit as well, based on your risk to reward ratio, of course. Another one which has been active on Super FVMA plus zero lag on 1 hour. This one has been optimized to Kraken. Thank you very much for spending time into optimizing Kraken exchange settings as well. There is a small prize at the end of this month for submissions for Kraken as well. So you can definitely try to optimize your strategies on Kraken as well. Okay, so net profit 688%, total close trade 200, which is a respectable amount considering it's a 1 hour strategy. Win rate 78%, very high, so way higher than 2 to 1, 2 wins, 1 loss ratio, and a maximum drawdown on of 25%. What a great looking equity curve. Okay, on to the next one on Bitcoin on 90 minutes on one of our oldest strategy actually, or maybe not the oldest, but still like maybe top 30 oldest strategies or something like that that we shown. 1253% net profit, total close trades 194. The win rate is 61.3% and the maximum drawdown of below 20%. You can definitely see there is a huge backtest period available. We can see like the highest amount of red months was 3, like maybe last summer, end of summer, beginning of autumn, and maybe the winter as well. So we're pretty much in the 2 new months of green profit. So yeah, great looking strategy for the table. A lot of data has been backtested as well. On to the next one on Bitcoin on 60 minutes this time, 309 net profit, 137 trades so far, 55, very close to 55% net profit, and a maximum drawdown of 22.3%. Sorry about that. On to the next one, Solana 1 hour, the precision trend matrix by David, 1094, 95% net profit, very close to 300 total close trades, a very good looking amount. The win rate is a little lower, 43%, but it doesn't matter as long as you are winning more than you're actually supposed to lose. Overall, the equity curve tends to go up like this at this point, and the maximum drawdown of just above 22%. Everything looking good so far. On to the next one, and we're getting really close to the end of it. On 86 minutes, a very custom, I should say, time frame on Solana, made possible with Spotify again, 270, very close to net profit, 261 total close trades, win rate 75%. So out of, let's say, 4 trades, 3 should be winner and 1 loss, but again you can get, for example, a couple more losses, but eventually you're going to win more than a couple times, so you could get balanced as well. And yeah, maximum drawdown of a very high amount, 61%, so you can definitely consider lowering that amount. And yeah, I believe this amount happened pretty much over here, like this trend over here. So you can basically try and see what happened from here all the way till here, and maybe try to filter out these periods as well, because if you're going to filter this one, the periods of here to here, here and here, and so much more could be filtered as well. So if you're trying to actually filter one event, that event may be the cause for like these drawdowns in a row, like for example here, 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 and so on. On to the next one, which is on 2 hour on near against the USDT. Again, made possible with Botify, with of course El Patron. Net profit of 81%, 182 total closed trades. Percentage profitable, which is the win rate, is 71, close to 72%, and the maximum drawdown of 15.6. Getting really close to the end. Bitcoin, 1 hour, tier 3 Nexus, and net profit of 580, pretty much net profit. Total close trade 223, very respectable amount considering it's a 1 hour strategy. 60% win rate, and the maximum drawdown of just below 20%. The table again looks very clean to me, like so many months in the green, like maybe 2023, 22, and 2021, there were only 2 months that have been in a row negative. By then there has only been like one negative, one positive, one negative, one positive, and so on. So you can definitely maybe expect, since we had like, for example, four uh, green months, we could definitely expect another red one. So nothing really to worry about if we are going to do like maybe a percentage of the possibility for the future month to be either green or red. The chances are pretty high to be either green or red, just because we have so many winning months in a row. However, a losing month hasn't happened for like 4 months. So yeah, just put into incubation and see how it goes until you're ready to trade it live. And the very last one on Bitcoin, 45 minutes, the McGinley trend followers. Again, the McGinley one is a very popular strategy as well. 940 pretty much percent net profit, 553 total closed trades, a very great amount. You can definitely try to maybe reduce it maybe to a 500 a month amount if you're going to maybe also reduce the maximum drawdown as well. Maybe, for example, this period over here can be filtered out. If not, it's already looking very good. The win rate is very close to 75%, and the maximum drawdown of just above 20%. Also, the table looks very clean as well, like never has been 2 months in a row negative. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to show you guys for today regarding the new summits for March. If for some reason you don't see your submit, it's either just because I did the review like 1 hour before I started. So if you had submitted your strategy, like for example, at 2 p.m. French time, or maybe 1 p.m. UK time, it's already been too late, but don't worry, your setup will be shown next week. I had a couple people which have submitted to me their strategies as private, so not shareable. But I think I fixed that with somebody, but somebody else didn't have time. That's again something for next week as well. And there has been some empty charts as well. One reminder that I have for you guys is that once you finish the optimization and you submit your settings to the form, please don't do any change until the next edit backtester show. Otherwise, you're going to send me the newest update, the newest version of the chart, which could be like something empty or something different. Yeah, we are doing these checks like once every week, like for example every Tuesday morning, so everything should be saved up for the Tuesday afternoon edit backtester shows. So yeah, I do pretty much message everybody, but in case you have been missed, I'm really sorry. Feel free to submit again. There is nothing to be worried about. Your setups are not getting lost or anything. Just feel free to message me, and of course we're going to sort it out. Right. If you guys have any question regarding what you have seen so far, let me also check the chats as well. Nothing here. Let me also check the general chat in case there is any question. Everything is clear. Right. Just what I said earlier, if you find any trouble, like your setup has been missed or you couldn't like submit for some reason or you don't know how to, feel free to message me and I'll help you out. No problem. Right. So the OKX competition, this one is going to be sponsored. So we have been in talks with OKX to get you guys a better offer than the standard one, of course. And we have negotiated a 20% fees reduction. This is permanent as long as you get it. I'm not sure for how much longer we will be able to upkeep this fee reduction, this offer of fee reduction. I'm going to put this link into the general chat as well. Feel free to join and of course use the algo trading because I do believe 100% that they do support API trading with leverage. So it's pretty much very similar to Bybit as well. So nothing really out of the ordinary. There you go. I put the link in the general chat. I also put it for the sake of convenience inside the. Oh, William did already. Thank you very much, Will. So yeah, this offer is permanent as long as you get it before it vanishes. We are not sure for how long we can keep that. We can upkeep that. We are trying to keep it for as much as possible. But yeah, feel free to join if you would like to trade on OKX. Next week, we are going to check, of course, the newest March summits like you have seen so far for today. In 2 weeks, as of now, we're going to do a 2023 review. All the settings that happened that was sent to us in September, October, November, and December will be put together into a, let's say, Excel file, and we're going to compare them. For example, if we haven't decided yet, but feel free to send me a message in private some suggestions about how to exactly price, because for example a strategy which was submitted through September had like 7 months to develop, and the strategy which happened in December had only like 4. So a little bit unfair. Maybe we could do something like the overall profit split in like exact number of how many months it was put through incubation. So for example, if a strategy was submitted in December, all the profit that happened that has been generated should be split in 7, the amount of months, if my math is correct. And if it was submitted through December, all the cumulative profit should be split, for example, in 4 months, as long as it was available for it to trade. We are still open for suggestions, so if you guys have any suggestion, we can also price the pretty much the highest profit, like doesn't matter for how many months, because of course in the end net profit is what we are interested in over time, of course. So yeah, feel free to keep on the suggestions sent to me or in the Elite Backtesters chat. You do have like, I guess, 2 weeks to send in your suggestions, and of course we are going to price the best strategies. Right. If you guys have any question about what was shown so far, the Elite Backtesters, the system of prices, the I don't know how to access Elite Backtesters group as well, I'm going to do a, if you don't have any question, I'm going to do an introduction for, in case anybody has no idea what Elite Backtesters are. Let me just check the general chat to see if there is any question. Right. I guess I did a good job since the questions. Right. So, Elite Backtesters. It's a group started by the group for the group of pretty much David Tech. Everybody is welcome. pretty much all you have to do is to optimize daily tech strategies, and not only with the help of Botify, as I showed you earlier, you can pretty much throw some indicators which are coded in a matter of Botify being able to actually trace the exits, entries, conditions, and so on. All the settings that was submitted for the group stay inside the group. We have built the Elite Backtesters database of settings, which is pretty much similar to the picture that I'm showing you guys over here. If I was to explain the group into into one sentence, it would be to have one script being optimized on 5 time frames by 100 people who spent together 278 hours. That could mean a possible of very good 100 million setups. So why wasting time? Feel free to join the group. There is also more than $1,000 worth of prizes at the beginning, pretty much, of each month that we are trying to give to the people who have put, let's say, the most work into the group. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. If you guys want to talk about anything related to incubate.trade, if you want to talk about anything related to elite backtesters or David Tech or pretty much anything else, that's the open discussions topic of the conversation. I'll also check the chats as well, and feel free to address me and also William over here questions. David unfortunately could not make it for today. He's a little busy developing something. I'm not entirely sure because he's been very busy. I wasn't even able to talk to him directly. And yeah, um, if you guys have any questions, that's pretty much when you could jump in as well and talk to us. If not, I guess thank you very much, guys, for attending. Thank you very much, guys, for putting your time together into submitting these amazing, great looking equity curves and settings and charts and submits. Thank you very much for the applause. That's like 100% to the elite backtesters. If again there is somebody here, because I do see some new faces around the conversation, you would like to join the elite backtesters group, feel free to check the elite backtesters sub forum inside the Discord, or also you can message me on a general chat and tag me in, or via DMs. My DMs are always open. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, for participation, and I'll see you in the general chat and next week with the elite backtesters. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Vlad.
Thank you very much, ADog. Bye, guys.
Take care.